Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in. Guess what, guys? It's Monday. It's our favorite day of the week. It's time for headlines. Yes. Oh, yes. And we got some juicy ones for you this week. If you guys are following our Facebook page at facebook.com, come on, everybody knows who Facebook is. If you don't, get out from under your rock and go like our page, Coull Discussions. I put a picture of this this cat.
Disturbing cat?
It was kind of disturbing. It's a picture of like a not your normal cat.
An orange tabby.
It looks like an orange tabby, yes, and it looks like it's hanging on a doorknob like you would hang a purse. Looks like it's made into a purse. And that's exactly what it is. It is a cat that has passed on, that has been made into a purse by an artist in New Zealand. New Zealand artist Claire Third recently advertised this cat handbag online. It's selling on eBay apparently, and it's for $1,400. So if you want, go check out our Facebook page, and you'll see the picture there. It's kind of disturbing. That you would call this art. I guess it's no different than like taxidermy, but
but you're sticking your hand inside of it regularly to grab stuff. I don't know how I feel about that.
She made the cat into a bag because it had a particularly nice face, and the rest of him was squashed. So apparently this cat got ran over by a car or something weird.
Oh, wow, not even sentimental value attached to it. Just, it was there dead on the road. Wow.
It's just weird. Go check it out, guys. She also has some other stuff. There's another one here that's like looking like a unicorn. It's weird. I'll post that picture on the Facebook page as well, so you guys can check it out and have a look and tell us what you think.
Kind of weird.
Very weird. Very weird.
China's Tiangong 1 space station is falling to Earth.
I hope there's nobody on it.
No, there's nobody on it. It's been abandoned for a couple of months. They knew this was going to happen, but it's falling to Earth, and the Chinese don't know where it's going to land. Generally, when you have like the Russian Space Agency, the Japanese Space Association, NASA, and the European Space Agency, whenever they have stuff in space and it's falling down to the air, or falling down to Earth, they generally know where it's going to land. So, it's scary that China has been able to reach space. They have people into space. To have a space station where they actually had people living for a little bit of time, as well as they've landed a rover on the moon.
Haven't we explored the whole moon?
No.
I've heard that we've explored more of the moon than we have of Earth. I guess the moon is a lot smaller, but...
the moon is a lot smaller. The Earth's oceans are very difficult to actually explore because of the depth in which you have to go to get there. So, I guess that's quite possible.
I don't know. I saw something. I read. Who knows? It's on the internet. Who knows if it's true or not, right? What do we got now? I gotta find my next one. Oh man, this is what's wrong with the world right here, guys. As we know, the iPhone 7 has come out. I hope you guys got yours, because if you don't, you're gonna be waiting a while. Apparently, one of the richest men in China, his net worth is like $30 billion, according to CNN. His kid, the spoiled little rich brat, bought his dog 8 iPhone 7s. This is not the first time this kid has done that. Apparently he's bought his dog very extravagant things. And he posts pictures of it and he flaunts it, and it's very upsetting. It's very just horrible. It's an epitome of what's wrong with people and how they think that you do. Why would you even buy 7 for yourself? Why would you buy 2 for yourself?
Well, if you want to have a personal phone and a business phone, there's 2 for yourself.
I
not
guess.
for your dog.
Yeah, but exactly. There's some pictures here of the dog hat. Looks like it has an Apple Watch. So yeah, I hope you see this. Shame on you. Really, Like, really? What goes through? Man, this father should be, like, literally, I don't know what to do with this kid. If that was my kid and I was rich and my kid did that, I'd be like, well, you're cut off. Give me all my cards back. I would be like, you're done. No more money for you. You are out of the will.
Get a job.
Yeah. Go work at the McDonald's.
In Scotland, the underage 18 football club was not able to compete in one of their preliminary matches for whichever soccer league they happen to be in. I did say women's, right?
Nope.
No, okay, the women's one.
Women's one.
Women's underage 18.
Apparently this is the important part.
Yes. Either way, it doesn't matter. But they were not able to compete in a match due to sickness. 18 members of the team were ill, were not able to participate in the match, so they had to... they couldn't.
What was wrong?
They forfeited.
Is that what was wrong?
There was gastrointestinal problems or anything like that. But they're being accused of being too over to participate in the match.
Who cares? That's awesome. That's funny. That's actually quite funny.
I think it is funny. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
That is.
But yeah, it's amusing. But are they sick or are they drunk?
I think
Depends on how you look at the world.
A lot of people have done that. Been like, I'm too hungover to do something. I think a lot of people.
24-hour flu.
Yeah, the 24-hour flu. Ooh, I'm sick, and then you're miraculously better by dinner time.
Yep.
You're like, man, I feel way better than this morning, and you're like, ready to go again. This is my next headline is about sports. Here in Calgary. Hockey Calgary has decided to, at the end of hockey games and minor hockey, everybody shakes hands, and then they shake hands with the referees, and they have decided to nix the shaking of the referees' hands or any officials
in Calgary.
And the reason that they did this is because to avoid any kind of confrontations, because there's been, if you've been to a youth hockey game or you've ever. Sometimes there's the bad parents or the bad coach or even the players who use the foul mouth a little bit. This one is a little bit personal to me because I reffed roller hockey, not ice hockey, but same shit. I still reffed hockey for 7-8 years. And you would be surprised at the names that I've been called and the things that I've been called and what I've been told, where I've been told to go. Now, I've got a thick skin, so it doesn't bother me. Like, if you want to insult me and, tell me I'm fat... because obviously I am. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. It has no. Okay, bye. See you later. And
see you next week.
yeah, I'll see you next week and whatever. But the reason that this is very personal is because I don't think the referees are backed. They've noticed a decline by I think it was 30%, 35%. In people who want to referee, and I can understand that because when you're young and you're a kid and you're reffing people, your peers, you go to school with these people. You know what I mean? So it could carry over into school. It could be, if you don't have a thick skin, then you're going to take it personally. If somebody calls you and insults you, you're going to take it personally. And if people say, well, the referees just need to throw the people out, and it's like, okay, you're right. Use our rule book. Referees have a rule book, and I've done it. I've thrown people out for abuse of official, verbal abuse of an official, but then it goes to the league, and the league does nothing about it. The league gives 1 game suspension, and it's like, well, how is that? There's no repercussions because these people who own these leagues are for-profit organizations. So if you kick a player out or you kick a coach out, that's money out of your pocket that may not come back next year because there's other hockey leagues for them to go play for. You know what I mean? So I think the leagues, the independent leagues in general, need to crack down on people who get abusive official penalties or any type of if I think there's the course you have to take on for parents who have kids in hockey now, that you have to prove that you're a good sport, which is ridiculous. And there people will get banned for a year or something like that if you're a bad parent, if you're an idiot in the stands and stuff like that. But I think when it comes to on ice, I think leagues need to step up and start tossing players and coaches out of leagues and say you're not welcome. And every other hockey league, if you get one like suspension or ejection from one league, every league should uphold that suspension and be like, hey, you got suspended from this league for abuse of an official, and you're not allowed in any league because we don't tolerate that. And if a parent gets kicked out in the stands, you find out who their kid is, you kick that kid out as well, because then the kid is gonna hold their parents responsible. Because it doesn't. I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds harsh, but you know what? If the parent is like that, you know it's gonna rub off on the kid eventually. The kid is gonna be, if they see that parent still coming in, they're gonna be like, well, I can still do that. I can, whatever, sit him out for the year. Don't throw him out forever, but sit him out for a year. And if it's a multiple infractions, then get rid of him.
Yeah,
I think the leagues need to step up. Not Hockey Calgary. I think the leagues need to step up, because obviously parents and some kids are like, the mouths I've heard on like 14, 15, 13, 12-year-olds is like incredible. Like, absolutely. If my kid was swearing like that, I would, or using. I had a kid use the N-word to another kid on the floor once, and I was like, I can't believe that. Like, how? Really? If I found out my kid did that, I would literally take everything he owned and I would throw it in the trash, or I'd sell it on eBay, and be like, no, you're a turd. You don't deserve this. You're never playing hockey again. So maybe it's a little bit harsh, but I don't think that people need to get thicker skin. I think that these people, yes, officials get paid. We get paid, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good paying gig. I'm not gonna lie, but when I go out there, I'm not out there to take abuse from you. Like, I don't need to. I remember one incident. I had somebody call me a fucking retard. And I'm like, why don't you just fucking leave, you fucking idiot? And I said that to him. And he goes, oh, you're not allowed to swear at me like that. And I went, I can swear at you however you want to, like, however I want. Like, people don't realize that we're human beings. And, like, it's just crap, man. It sucks that it has to come to where a hockey organization that governs hockey throughout Calgary has to step in like that it comes to that. But I don't, especially young kids, like, I even me as an adult, I was like, why do I want to go? I eventually told the league that I was with, I was like, I'm not reffing kids. I'm not reffing anybody under the age of 18 anymore. I said, no way. Like, these kids I'm going to punch one of them one day. You know what I mean? At least if I punch an adult,
yeah,
it's fine.
Well, to a degree.
Like, if I punch a kid, then it's like
way worse than punching
an adult. It's way
worse.
Like, I've literally had to physically take a 16-year-old kid one time and slam him against the boards to get him to stop trying to fight this other guy. And I was like, stop it, you idiot. And then he got mad at me because I put him in like a chokehold. And he's like, you can't do that. I was like, you're not listening, you dummy.
You can't fight either, so...
Like, I was kind of a mean ref, though, because I was very, like, I would enforce the rules. Like, if you... if you
mean ref,
if you
I enforce the rules, I'm a mean ref.
No, I would honestly go to the extreme. Like, if you like, this was my thought process. If you dispute my call and you say, "Oh, that's a stupid fucking call," I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. But if you're like, you're an asshole, if you direct an insult at me personally, that's it, you're out. I don't give you just a penalty. I say get out, and if you keep talking, I keep giving your team a penalty. 5 minutes. I gave somebody a 25-minute penalty once because he kept yapping before he left, and I was like, I don't care. Eventually, his team got mad and was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Well, that's what it comes down to. Is your team is going, "No, we don't want this. Get out of here." We have so many rules, laws, and regulations in our society, but none of them are enforced to the degree that they need to be enforced to.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, everybody thinks they can get away with murder, and unfortunately, too many people do.
Yeah.
So, I know that was an extreme example, but it's true. It's like in sports. You have set rules and regulations, and people go, "No, I don't care." And so... I feel for the refs in that situation. It's sad that a government agency has to step in and do this because people can't be adults. But this is, unfortunately, the society.
It's not even adults, it's the players too. Like, the players are so bad. It's just... Sorry, I had to go off on that a little bit.
Oh, no.
It's a little bit a little bit close to home because that's part of the reason I didn't enjoy reffing anymore. Near the end, it was just too. It wasn't too much. It wasn't like I was like butthurt. I wasn't like sad and hurt. My feelings were. I didn't give a crap. But I was like, why?
Yeah,
it became to a point where I went. I wanted to go out for like the exercise, and I suck at hockey, so I could be around the game and I could play the game
be
or
part
of it
while not
playing because, and I just went. It's just it's not fun anymore. It was like it's not fun, and I could only imagine younger kids trying to do that.
Oh, definitely. This broke in the news. It's quite interesting, actually, and the story has expanded quite significantly. But 2 of the Prime Minister's staff members have charged the Canadian taxpayers over $200,000 in moving expenses.
Right? Yeah. Oh my god.
There was 2 people, both of them for real estate taxes, fees, lawyer stuff, $44,000. Moving logistics, one guy was $10,000, one guy was $14,000. Personalized cash payout and incidentals, one was $23,000 and one was $20,000. Now, their defense is, we didn't break any of the rules.
Of course he didn't, because the rules are made to be abused and to be they're in the government's favor. Of course, they're not going to break any rules.
Exactly. The rules are in government favors. They're like, the old Prime Minister used to do this. It was like, over 10 years, the old Prime Minister had $330,000 in moving expenses associated with his staff.
Over 10 years?
Over 10 years.
Still a lot, though. For $30,000 a year, that's
okay.
$2,000 a month.
No.
I moved house once and I used movers and it cost $650.
No, very.
Well, obviously we weren't moving far. We're not moving across the country.
No. A valid point. Now, I personally, you know what? If it's in the laws, it's fine because if you're elected, you have to move very quickly. Both these guys literally sold $1 million plus houses.
Yeah, there you see
and then they get to charge us, the taxpayers, for the real estate, the commission, fees, lawyers, and it's like, no, you guys should be paying these out of your own pocket.
What'll happen? They'll be like, you guys have to pay it back, or it'll just get washed under the.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, they've been told they have to pay part of it back, which is ridiculous. Only the personalized cash payout and incidentals, and it's like. That shouldn't even exist.
No, exactly. All. Like, okay, I understand you have a job, but you chose
the moving logistics. Yes,
imagine
moving.
I don't even agree with that kind of because imagine I go for a job and I know that if I get this job, I'm gonna have to move. I go into this position, go into this interview, go into this process, knowing that I'll have to relocate. So, to me, I should know, and I should be like, okay, I'm prepared to do this. If I win the election, I know that I'm gonna have to move. So I'm prepared to do this.
Yeah.
So it's all on me. Not, if I get elected, I'll just pony it off onto taxpayers because, I'm moving for a job. It's like, imagine if I got a job with the Miami Dolphins. Maybe they'll move me. Maybe we work out some sort of deal.
As part of
my contract, but that, to me, that is excessive. I'll come move you. You want to get moved? Okay, let's get 50 taxpayers with trucks to move you. It's like when you move your house. What do? You get your buddies, you get some trucks, and you move.
And you have to buy them
some beer and some pizza. And you're done.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you're moving across country, something like that. It's a little bit difficult.
A little bit more, yeah.
So you got to move movers, but not $200,000 worth of movers.
No.
Especially when you're selling $1 million house.
Yeah, and that's the kicker. Is like both of them sold $1 million plus houses. One was like just over $1 million, which was twice what he paid for, and another guy sold his for $1.5 million, and he made $600,000 on the house.
Scrap.
It's just like
scrap. It just shows that people bitched about previous government doing this. Now the current government's doing it. You to sit there and just
didn't even take him a year though.
Just keep. That's the thing. Keep being sheep, guys.
This liberal government has on record as being quoted, "I'm entitled to my entitlements. This is what you guys elected. I didn't.
Neither did I.
Well, yeah, okay, technically. You are correct in that, Mark.
So we have a ring road here in Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know. It's a road that goes around our city like this.
Not everybody knows.
It's a very good... I like it. It's a good road. It helps. I don't know if it alleviates traffic like it's supposed to.
No.
Because I don't think people use it.
No. Deerfoot is still a parking lot.
So they've what was it, earlier that last year or something like that? Sometime they decided that they're going to complete it to make it a full circle, and they were having problems because it was going through like an Indian reserve. Mm-hmm. They finally reached a deal, which probably I don't know about it. Probably screwed us and gave the Indians a lot of money.
$300 million cash. And double the amount of land that they lost in the deal.
No, that's ridiculous. But they've decided to name it the last part of it. It's going to be called Tutina whatever trail. The name of the reserve that it's going through. Sutina. That's how I pronounce it. Sutina Trail. It's going to be kind of named after that reserve. Mm. But it's not going to be done till like 2020 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that... Calgary is horrible when it comes to doing stuff.
Oh my god.
They spend so much talk, like, there's going to be a project here in Calgary about a new LRT line, the Green Line, and they started talking about it, 3-4 years ago? They still haven't picked a final design yet, and they're saying, oh, we're waiting for funding, and it's like, just start building the stupid thing.
Oh, it's because you have the government who takes care of it, and it's...
True enough. A man is accused of smuggling gold out of the Canadian Mint up his anus. Okay. Apparently he stole...
Wasn't it like 180 grand worth?
Yeah, he stole a hell of a lot of money.
Okay.
And here's the best part. They were blank. The blank coins that the Canadian Mint makes, which are 27 grams, which is a very specific, very, very specific amount. He's rumored to have smuggled it out of his anus, but I don't think they're going to make the charges stick.
Really?
Yeah, because they can't prove that it's circumstantial evidence.
Didn't they catch it with him in his ass?
Nope.
Oh.
A bank teller
noticed it. Oh.
Noticed that the fact that he was handing in a gold coin like once a week. Or two.
You went to the same bank, you idiot? Okay.
But that's the thing. It's like it would still show up in your account, right?
I get it.
For one very specific amount, which is like, I think it was like $1,800 per coin.
So why don't you just cash one a month? And then there you go. And okay, maybe people will catch on.
People get greedy, though. That's the thing.
Oh, man, you criminals. I tell you, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. Man.
But no, just a bit of amusing. Okay. It's like people are saying, oh, the Canadian Mint is supposed to have high security. Well, how often do you get cavity checked? I guess it's going to become
become part of the gig now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, great. Here we go. Sexual harassment suits now.
Yeah. Any more for me?
No,
I got two more.
I'm all headlined out.
Hempfest is coming to Calgary. Apparently Hempfest has been a regular festival in Vancouver and Toronto for 3-4 years, and I guess they're finally going to come to Calgary. Calgary is considered a conservative city, so we don't like these type of things, I guess. But yeah, it's coming in October.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's for me. It's more like whatever. And last but not least,
what's the big deal about hemp? I don't understand. Like I know that
because
hemp is weed, right?
Yeah,
isn't it?
Pretty much.
Like, okay.
Hemp is made from the same type of crop. You just cultivate it a little different, so it doesn't actually produce marijuana.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hemp apparently is a really, really viable...
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard it's really good for like clothing and a whole bunch of crap.
I heard hemp is kind of good for clothing, but apparently it's like wearing really itchy wool.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Nothing will ever be made in this world that will last for more than 5 years. Nothing.
Yes. And the one that I find the most interesting, actually, a Calgary team led by Wolfgang Tittle has teleported a photon 6 kilometers along a fiber optic line, a new distance record. We are nowhere close to being Star Trek teleportation.
Let's not, yeah. Let's put this in a proton is really small.
A photon.
A photon is really small. Right? It's like it's almost the size of an atom, right?
It has no mass. It's made up of entirely energy. So
it could have just been a fluke.
No.
Did they do it more than once?
They've been able to do it more than once. It's one of those things that they do it and it's like done. Do it, done. They can do it. And practical applications are
to move an organ. Like, seriously.
No, for this purpose, practical applications are hack-proof communication. Because they will be able to send packets of data using photons from one place to another. It cannot be intercepted. And the original is destroyed, and a copy is the only one that's left.
I think it's neat. I think that kind of science is cool. Like, that stuff is awesome. I hope that they invent time travel in my lifetime. I know they won't.
No.
Teleportation would be cool.
Yes.
I'd love to see that kind of stuff, because that would be awesome. That would be just unbelievably awesome. Could you imagine waking up in the morning, hopping in your teleporter, and go, boop, work, and you're at work? Yeah. No more traffic jams. No more nothing. I wonder like how the bad guys would use it, you know? Because everything that's made is
turn into evil.
So I wonder how like the bad guys would use teleportation, like
teleport, blow themselves up.
Yeah, I guess.
Teleport, rob a bank. Yeah. It would be used for evil quite easily.
Of course.
That actually stirred another memory. I read another article that scientists have actually found evidence of black holes, which is kind of a big thing. And black holes that actually, I guess, they spew some of the matter that they swallow out. There's been 3 independent sightings of this from NASA, and one fourth one from a Chinese agency. So black holes exist. We've already theorized about that for a long time, and then I guess they eat stuff and then they spit it back out.
Sweet. I guess they're anorexic.
Bulimic.
Whatever.
Bulimic.
Yes, I just made a joke about an eating disorder. Boo-hoo-hoo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me that I'm an asshole because I just made a joke about an eating disorder.
Yeah.
But don't forget, coming this week, guys, we've got 2 more wonderful videos, including this one. Don't forget to watch this one again and again and again. Just put it on repeat while you're cleaning the house. We are talking about, what are we talking about? We're talking about violence, because there's been tons of violence. We're just going to talk about violence in general, but we're not going to name it violence. Maybe we'll come up with some like, hey, rainbow unicorns, and we'll see if YouTube demonetizes us. We'll call it
Rainbow
Unicorns. So just look for that title. It probably won't be called that.
I think you just challenged the internet to do it. Rainbow Unicorns it is.
And we're going to see if YouTube catches on. We're going to be talking about the violence because there's been a whole bunch of like shootings and killings, and the world is going to hell.
It's just amazing just how it was quiet for a little while. It seemed like it was
the calm before
peaceful.
The storm. And then on Wednesday we're going to be talking about the safe place, the bubble wrap society that we live in now, and we're going to just delve into how there's a lot of I don't even know how to say it nicely, butthurt people. There's a lot of sensitivity. But we'll get into that. We'll give our opinion. So guys, don't forget to check those videos out and check out our past videos, guys. Go like, subscribe, all of them. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Goodbye.